Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Bree, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be talking about motivation, and let's get into today's video. So, if you want something in life, whether it's conquering your fears, dreams, aspirations, and goals you want to achieve, you definitely have to be motivated to get to where you want to be in life. I think we as people sometimes are content with where we may be at in life or just comfortable with where we may be. But in order for us to grow and be a better person, we definitely have to keep flourishing. And one of the things that will help us to grow and flourish is to just be motivated. As I've gotten older, I've realized that there are some people who are going to be on your team, who wants to see you win, who wants to see you to be successful. But on the other side, you do have people who don't want you to be successful, who are preying on your downfall. But in the end, we have to be our biggest motivators. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you 3 tips that I have been applying in my life that has helped me with motivation. And I pray that one of these tips or all 3 of these tips will help you. And let's get into the first tip. So tip number 1 is to don't lose sight of what is important. I think we hear that saying a lot, but it is definitely a true statement. I think sometimes we get lost or get off track, but we have to find our way back on track to stay focused on what it is that we want to do and just be fueled by motivation. If it is something that you want, you have to go out and get it for yourself. And realistically, some goals aren't achieved in a day's time. It sometimes takes time for goals to be accomplished, but that shouldn't slow us down into the things that we want to accomplish and do in life. If anything, that should motivate us to keep going and know that at the end of it all, we will get to where we want to be if we just stay determined and stay focused. Every day I remind myself to stay focused on the goals that I want to accomplish and achieve in life, and just be your biggest motivator, because at the end of the day, if you want something, you have to be your biggest motivator. Tip number 2, find what it is that will motivate you. Sometimes simply motivating ourselves is simply not enough. So sometimes we do have to find the things that will help motivate us. Whether it's family, friends, something that you want to accomplish or conquer. I know with me, I didn't know how to drive while I was in high school, and there were some other factors that contributed to that. But once I got out of high school, I definitely was determined to learn and know how to drive. And I was definitely hard on myself because I didn't know how to drive, so that stemmed it even more. But I just took it one day at a time. I just had to tell myself that I am going to know how to drive. I am going to get me a vehicle, and those were my driving forces to, after seeing people could just get up and go and leave, that is what fueled me to get to learning how to drive, and just realizing that I don't want to rely on people to get me to and from work or to get me to where I needed to be. So that was definitely my biggest motivator to get to driving, to get my driver license, and just go from there. So the next tip I have for today is positivity. I think through the process of motivation, we definitely have to stay positive during that time. Now, I know being positive is easier said than done, but when you think about it, staying positive is definitely what is going to fuel your motivation. And I know every day isn't going to be a positive day, or we're not going to have a positive experience in what it is that we are trying to do or accomplish. But if you have a negative mindset, you would not grow and flourish. We just have to be optimistic and have faith that everything will work out and happen when it is supposed to. I know when I get into a negative mindset, I can be very hard on myself and ask why you didn't do this or do that. Sometimes I just have to take a look back and just say to myself, okay, just breathe in and out. You will get to where you want to be, and just try to get myself back on course to focus on the things that is important, and just try to have positive vibes and just have positive thoughts. I think the main thing with positivity is just have positive thoughts and visualize what it is that you want, and just visualize yourself that you're already there. When you visualize the thing that you want or the thing that you want to accomplish, that is what is going to motivate you. Okay, and the last tip that I have is to be open to change. So I know for the longest time I would not be open to change. I would just stay inside my box and just not be open to receiving. And I learned when you are not open to change, you are stagnating your growth. When we're not open to change, we are not open to receive the blessings that God have for us. We won't know those blessings if we're not open to change. And I think that is the beautiful part in motivation, is if we just keep going and keep fueling our energy and what it is that we want to accomplish, we will see the things that God have in store for us. We just have to be open to receive them. And I think that is all I have to say in today's video. But before I leave, don't forget to be kind to one another. And I learned when you are not open to change, you are stagnating your growth.